Republican imposed sanctions on Sussexes as they wreak havoc on the monarchy in Australia. Australians have increased their support for a republic at a time of intense publicity over Prince Harry and his falling out with the royal family, with some voters saying his revelations have influenced their shift towards breaking ties with the monarchy. It deeply saddens me that these two self-absorbed nongs have deliberately destroyed the legacy of our late Queen, who was Australian head of state and who was incredibly popular and loved. I really would have much preferred that the Republican issue had its own momentum, without any distraction from these two demented drongos. Support for the Republic increased from 36 to 39% among eligible voters over the 4 months since the death of the Queen, while the number of voters against the change fell from 37 to 31%. The exclusive findings in the Resolve Political Monitor conducted for this masthead by Resolve Strategic are a boost for the Republican cause after support for the monarchy rose in the weeks after the Queen's death in September. But 30% of voters remain undecided on the issue. Asked about Prince Harry's disclosures about the royal family in recent weeks, 21% of respondents said the stories had an impact on their view, but they were divided on whether it increased or decreased their support for the Republic. Of the 21%, 14% said they were more likely to support a Republic, but 7% said they were less likely to do so. The Australian Republic movement, which elected former Socceroo Craig Foster as chairman in November, avoided any campaigning after the death of the Queen, but said this week it had always expected support for its cause to rebound. The polls last year didn't concern us in the slightest. We knew that once the reality of having King Charles set in, support would swing back towards a republic with a vengeance, ARM National Director Sandy Beyer said. The royals are too busy fighting amongst themselves to represent Australia or stand up for our interests. It would be really helpful if King Charles didn't cave in by inviting either of Harry or Meghan to the coronation. He needs to man up and show leadership and tell them both to fuck off. This would show Australians that he has a spine, something that is relatable to our culture. As for those two twats, they're both the product of being raised without boundaries or consequences for their behaviour, so they'll never change. Their whining is like a broken record and they've only got regurgitated and recycled material to endlessly plug. I'm so super saturated from the latest sobfest, and it looks like they're playing tag team with releases because she wants her turn again, for crying out loud. The disclosures included Harry's claim that his brother Prince William knocked him to the floor in an altercation in 2019, then lunged at him in a second argument in 2021 about whether the royal family was bullying Prince Harry's wife Meghan. The new